Yo, we made it to 2025. You're here with me. I'm here with a drink. We made it. It's been hard, but we're here. I hope my audio's good. I've actually been sitting here at the desk, like just behind, just trying to go through stuff. Stream looks crisp, I'm not gonna lie. So, big up Yoshi. Got a new computer. It's working well. I'm not really gonna get into too much. Hold on. Yeah, the audio sounds fine. Boom Productions, we made it. All right, so we're just chilling. I hope you like the intro tune. I found it on YouTube. Seems like it's the type of beat that would be royalty free, so I'm using it. I'm looking for submissions in the future, but yeah, we're gonna be doing back on Ghost of Tsushima. I haven't been playing it. I've been playing Fortnite, getting some mad dubs. I did some stream tests yesterday. Yes. Actually, I need to share this more. Share this link out. We're trying to get to 100 subs. We're on 79. But yeah, we'll get there soon. The numbers is not a part of, this is not what this is about. This is about just doing it and having fun. Anyway, so stream looks kind of new. The logo's been upgraded. I've put that in After Effects, not After Effects, Adobe Illustrator. I learned something new there. There's a difference between something a raster and a vector. Vectors is about dots and point-to-point maths, and rasters is about pixels. I'm new to it. My boy kind of explained it to me a bit about it, and then I went on to YouTube and learned some more. The world's dictionary, YouTube. Anyway, so my plan for this year is minimum 52 live streams. I'm going to be doing other videos as well. I'm trying to write some stuff in the back end to sort of put some of the ramblings into more cogent and understandable formats. So like short form videos, but they'll just be explaining stuff like this. This is why this is here. I could explain it now and tell you what it does, but we're going to go into it in more depth, and I got my cameras back, so it might look a bit better. I'll give you a brief explanation of what this is. If you had a camera and it was a HDI camera, but the mixing desk that you was using was like 60 meters away, you wouldn't run a HDMI that distance because the signal's just not going to work that way or over that length. You might have to do something like add something like this if you did want to go and continue with the HDMI to actually be able to get that signal there in the correct way. Or not even in the correct way, in a complete way, because the further you send it, you're just losing more and more data, and after a certain point you have nothing and your signal doesn't reach. It's sort of a bit like magic. I'm new to it too. I'm beginning to understand. But what this allows you to do is to change the type of connector that you're using, or the type of signal that you're using. HDMI is consumer, so it's just for normal people. It's for the mandem. It's for the people. Whereas SDI, this is a BNC coaxial, is what you would use to connect on the end. And what that allows you to do is to use an SDI signal. So where a person who doesn't do live streaming or video broadcast might see that is if you look on like your aerial, for an example, that's the same type of connector. But using that type of signal, you can now send it around 100 meters, which is much more. I mean, depending on the strength of your cable, the price of your cable, and some other things, and other tools you can use, like an up-down cross, which will reclock your signal, which these always do, which allows you to sort of make sure that the signal is sharp. But what this does is allow you to change your signal out of your camera. So like the webcam that I'm using here, it's a HDMI. It does have an SDI, but for example, just pretend it doesn't, and it's just a HDMI. Or better example, if I wanted to come out of my PlayStation and the mixer that I was using was a SDI, I'd use one of these. The point is to change the signal. But as the channel goes on, it will be more understandable to you because the videos are going to make more sense. Anyway, I'm looking at the stream quality and I'm kind of gassed because it looks really good. So praise be to God for that. Again, Yosh, big up yourself. What else do we have to talk about? Nothing. whoever's in the chat, man, just say Wagwan, yes Ram, yes Glow Joey, whoever else is there, big up yourself. We're gonna just bang some games. I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima in a while. I'm actually enjoying playing games quite a bit at the moment, but I'm happy to be doing it with you guys on the stream. Honestly, it's gonna be kind of chill. It's only because I only started because I noticed there was 5 people waiting in the lobby, or I'd say 4 because I'm one of them. But yeah, we're gonna get on with that soon still. So I'm gonna boot up Ghost of Tsushima. There we are in the corner. I hope this looks good. I don't think I've got all of the dimensions of everything perfect yet. Anybody who knows me knows I'm more sort of cables and wires and not pictures and paintings. Do you get me? I'm more of a rigid, I was going to say a word, but I wouldn't even give myself that much ratings. I'm just a bit more sort of like simple. Boxes, Comic Sans, that type of stuff. Do you get me? If you want a complex design, do not come to me. You go to my boy Duke. You go to, I don't know, you go to somebody else who is not me, because you're not going to get anything that's that pretty. But as the time goes on, mate, there's so many tools that we're going to use. Yes, big man. Nick Tagavi in the chat. Big up yourself, boss man. I don't even remember where we were, if I'm really honest with you. And I don't think anybody else would either. But that's how it goes. I'm trying to finish this game by the end of the month. Next month, we're doing a poll. This month, we're going to be running a poll. So spread it to all your friends. Secretly, it's a false poll. So we're not even going to do it anymore because we have already made the decision in the back end what game we're playing. And it's a Resident Evil 2. But the other game is God of War. I have both of those games. I need to complete them because I don't want to pay for another game until I've beat the games I have in it. There's no point of just living life, accumulating stuff, and not completing anything. Washed. All right. Okay. I don't remember where I am, so let's see if we can go to the journal. The first day of battle ended in a bloody stalemate. Lord Shimura insists on pressing forward at dawn, but I know another way. I can slip behind the enemy lines and poison the Mongols' drinks. It may not be honorable, but it will save our people's lives and bring the Khan to his knees. Right now, nothing else matters. Can I just say something? Yeah, big up myself because I didn't make any mistakes reading that. And you know who I'm going to give that praise to? My son, because I've been reading books to him because he brings me books to read. And I read the same book 590 times. My missus, same 690 times, 1 billion times reading the same book. There's one book though, and it's called We're Going on a Bear Hunt. And when I do that book, it's like, it's about a family going to, I don't even know why they're going to find this bear, yeah. But now I do it like it's Lord of the Rings. Gassed. And because it's just me and Elijah, I can be myself in it. I don't have to be shy in it. Listen, my reading is getting better. I say that and I'll probably make a mistake in a second, but now we're up to date and I didn't make a mistake. So, yeah. Oh, wait. I thought that listen, you see that red thing that's like down by my right hand? I thought, oh, okay, cool. That stands out. That must be the way to go. Yeah, alright, mate. That was a silly thing to do. It is the way to go. I just went about it in a ridiculous manner. Okay. How's the colors looking? Somebody at work today blessed me with a light. So it's the reason why we have different colors going on in the back. So it can change up still. Oh, I turned it off. Hey, techers. Yeah, we can do different things. When we're in the boss, it's straight red mode. But anyway, as I was saying, I got a bit excited. Resident Evil 2 co-op mode with my boy AJ. He streams like COD and stuff, and another game that I can't really remember the name of, Honor and Glory or something like that. I feel like that's wrong as well, but he's gonna jump on and we're gonna do that together, because we both like Resi a lot. He knows more about Resi than I do, like by leaps and bounds. I realize that doesn't. By leaps and bounds. Ooh, I can get this guy. Should I get him? Oop. I don't think I should be in here. Oop. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this, but it's too late now. They gotta go. I was supposed to go onto the roof, and the roofs are usually upstairs, so maybe I'm on the right trail. Bear in mind, I don't remember these buttons right now. I'm actually just winging it a tiny bit. Oh, epic gamer moment. I got you, mate. Oh, and there's you. Okay. How's everybody been doing though? Everybody good? Someone please let me know if my audio is alright. I could get him with an arrow. Yeah, no, it's a proper blessing still. What he said to me, yeah. He's like, don't look at it. And when I turned it on, it's a flat panel in it. I would show you, but it would just illustrate the point. It would be done. He's like, don't look at it. As soon as we turned it on, it was like a blinding light. It was very peak, but very funny at the same time. All right. I should have been paying attention again. Oh, okay. It says it on the top left. You see, that's why you just gotta read, you know. It says sneak through the gardens. All right. Shall I take him? Is it worth it? Nah. He turned around. How would you not see this though? I would feel that something was wrong if somebody did this in real life. I promise you, I'd feel it. You know when you're being watched, innit? We humans, like, we just know. One thing I learned about games, yeah, I remembered. Because you're the one that told me about this game. I've actually beat it, but I'm just doing it on hard now. In case you didn't know that. What am I supposed to do now? Ooh. Raise the alarm. Rip. Rip. From the darkness. Alright. Poison the Mongols, fermented milk. Alright. Does anybody need to die? Can you do this pacifist? Because I'm wondering, how do they expect me to get around this? The second this guy turns around, he's finished. Imagine not knowing that those are the last seconds of your life. Are they really expecting me to go round the back? I think they are, you know. I think I'm overthinking this. Yes, I am. That was necessary before you question it. How would you not hear that, brother? These are my least favorite part of any game, you know. It's so tense. Alright. You men ain't no gods, bro. You ain't god and shit, fam. You know what you know what in throwing up blood like that reminds me of? In Team America when he's throwing up. Yes. Come out of the shadows, you dark beast. What have I done? Who am I becoming? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna loot them now still. Where's your loot, laddies? That was cruel. We got 12 points to use. What shall we do with them? Actually, let me put it down here for now. Oh wait, I can't put it there. I need to put it there. All over the place, mate. Alright. Have you noticed the latency is very low? So, well, you wouldn't notice that. You have no idea what time it is for me. I put it on real low latency. No, that's not the setting. It's called low latency. There's normal, low latency, and ultra low latency. If I did ultra low, you probably have like a second in between. Well, it doesn't seem like it's much more than that at the moment. I might as well just buy everything. I'm just too sick at the game. I've just not been using nothing. So I just don't need it. I'm too sick. You need safe landing. Am I, bro, allow it. All right. All our points are used up. Stream looks good. Stream health looks good. I'm actually going to be able to clip from this because it actually still looks fine. And it's 1080-60, which is what I'm sending it on my other computer. Oh wait, it's Ryuzo. Yes, that's too bad. Sorry, that was more important than my rambling.
俺がハーンに頼んだからなんだよ。奴はタカを殺した。俺の仲間も死んだ。もう味方はいない。お前しか。
Nah, don't try that, bro. You're not my girl, fam. Louder.
今さら知れたことを言うな。俺がハーンについたのは探るためだったと広めろ。
Man said, tell the people, lie, bro. You should cut his face open right now. Yeah, bro. Justice, smudgy. This guy's too much of a coward for justice, though, man. Ryuzo. I hear it. It's hard times. I don't know what I would do if the Mongolians invaded like the UK right now. Do you get me? I don't know how I would feel. Oh, I just noticed something. Okay. That's what you were trying to do. Oh, you need to took my whole life for that. Well, I mean, it's a sword. I'd expect that. Yeah, bro. Listen, if you let, I don't even remember what happens. Ooh, that was there, you know. I think this is gonna be hard, you know. All right, we gotta be wise, guys. We gotta be wise. Yes, knocked. Knocked. Oh my days, no way. Oh my days. I was one hit. He's cheating. I was doing actually really well.
だらなかった。おじごの手で殺されたくない。
I'm nervous though. I did not add that. Alright, we got new moves. I'm just getting slap up still. Alright. It's not over yet though. I have the Ghost of Yote trailer lined up, so we're gonna watch that shortly. But I need to get this guy.
なぜくだらなかった。おじごの手で殺されたくない。
This guy's, his strikes are strong. And I need to not make the decision to roll out fully when he comes in. I just need to move back. In the beginning, I was like, is this game still on hard mode? But yeah, certainly still a pickle. But we're going to do this. You know what time it is, man. I'll put my death counter back on next week. If I had kunais and bombs, I would be using them, bro. I'll be real. This guy basically snaked the whole of Japan, yeah, and he sullied the name of the Straw Hats, which has a greater meta meaning. You can't be standing for that, man. That's a snake. Oh, well done. That was good still. That was a brilliant. Oh my days. Another brilliant counter from the computer there still. I'll give the computer that. That was brilliant.
教えに背いたか。こうするほかないのだ。俺と組めばよかったんだ。
No holding triangle is not working for us, mate.
なぜくだらなかった。おじごの手で殺されたくない。後には引けん。ドクターな、おじごの教えに背いたか。こうするほかないのだ。 組めばよかったんだ。
Young man. How are you, bro? How was Japan? I hope you're well, man. I'm just getting punched up by the computer right now, man. You're not missing much. But I'm learning the strats. This is the first stream back. We're motivated. We're gonna get Ryuzo down. We're gonna start off strong. Oh my days, that wasn't strong. I keep forgetting that I have that Ramon. That's the thing. Because I haven't used it at all. Yeah. And then I wasted it. Yeah, I'm not thinking. The last 3 times I've died, it was a kick and 2 parries, bro. Yeah, nah. Bro, abandoned from the darkness. Am I a prick, bro? I'm gonna be here until I finish this. Yeah, man. The new year was blessed. I didn't do much. I think I was asleep probably by 1 o'clock or something like that. Like, nothing major, man. Right now, my head is get these streams better, get the business like growing, do more videos, just get better at stuff, man. Whoa, come on. Because I know what the strat for these things is, man. You just have to knock them and then it gets easy, innit? But sometimes the patterns that they just start moving with are just too mad. See what I'm saying? I don't know how I didn't dodge that. You missed it. I actually nearly killed him the first time we fought. I was actually 1 hit. Whoop. See, all this time I could be throwing kunas. This guy just wants to stalk me. And I know if I... Ah, there we go. He ran out of it. He don't want to do it no more. with this here, what I've noticed, if you dodge to the right, you're dead. You're gonna get caught straight away, which makes sense because the sword is on his right hand side, like that one. And then I'll go and do the exact thing I'm talking about. Oh my days, no way. Yes, get in. Come on. You wee bastard, mate. Clapping them samurai cheeks. Pause. God damn. Yeah, bro. Nah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, bro. Do him like that. Yeah, little custard. There we go. On 5-5 creel. I was definitely one hit though. 100%. I thought he was gonna say something like, "Who didn't make it, brother? You weren't supposed to make it, uncle. I ain't trying to hear nothing from you, bro." Uncle's moving mad. This guy is moving like he's honorable. I kind of I don't mess with this uncle, man. I hear it, but louder. As much as Jin Sakai, he does what needs to be done, which is not necessarily honorable. This guy pretends like he's doing what's right when he's just trying to save stuff. I'd prefer to do it the Jin Sakai way. He's like, boss man, listen, I'm out here. I just gotta do it. Whereas him, he's like, you gotta snake the person why I'm even free. Yes, Pink Van Man in the chat is who gave me the light. So everybody give him, I was going to say give him an F in the chat, but that's not a good thing. Big him up. Do you get me? He's on Twitch as well. He does more like Elden Ring and For Honor. So check him out as well. Yeah, exactly. I don't really mess with that, Ramon. Like, bruh, allow that, fam. You're gonna say that this. Listen, Yuki, yeah, that's the real day one. Listen, her brother's life is in our hands, and his blood is on our hands. Like, as much as we may not want to admit it, because he came of his own accord, yeah. He came because he was inspired by us, innit? Or Jin Sakai, the ghost. But the reason why Jin Sakai knows that this is the route that he needs to take, and this is why he needs to do what he needs to do, is because of her. Even though I think she's a pagan too, for different reasons, she is a much more likable character and relatable character, innit? Even though she's a bit dumb, but she's not at the same time, because we're alive because of her. Ratings. Kenji coming in clutch.
ここに残れば本土へ送られ裁きにかけられます。そのゲジが届いたんですよ。柱にはあなたしかいないんです。ユナにも。
Yuna. She does, bro. And I like the fact that, sorry to keep talking over this, it's not a sexual thing with Yuna. Like, it's not like that, innit? It's just she's mandem and she's out here to get what it is. Maybe there is and I'm just missing that. But you can just go out and drink with her and slay Mongols if you feel like it. Do you get me? It's lit. I could take all these guys, bro. I'll walk out the front door. The people them rooting for the ghost, as they should. My horse. Who remembers the famous line from Thor, I need a horse? We're living that right now. Once I get on this horse, bro, we're gonna fly out of here, fam. Yeah, if this was a Netflix show, there would be lovers for sure, and it would be very cringe and unnecessary. Like, nobody needs love, mate. I'll just say that for free, bruv. Not in a movie about getting Japan back from the Dons. Why can't I go down? Yeah. This part though, damn. I F in the chat for Sora, man. Yeah, your timing is terrible as well. Time skip time. Rip. We're in the end game. We've made it. Listen, the horse, our horse, just died. And do you know who killed it? Some random NPC. But do you know who's gonna pay? Genghis Khan's little cousin. I'm not even gonna say his name. I don't rate the guy. I'm gonna get my drip back. Listen, R.I.P, man. Yeah, man. Sora, bro. We're doing it for you, man. Give me them. I'll take them with my bare hands, fam. Okay, fair enough. I don't even have any weapons to kill anyone. I'm just sad about the horse, you know. I can't concentrate anymore. I'm moving like I'm trying to speedrun the game. You reckon that guy's gonna move? Or do you think he's just gonna stay there? What are we betting? Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter. Am I supposed to run behind him? Now think of spies just casually sauntering behind enemy lines in the same manner. That would be hilarious. I'm just gonna walk down this very obvious bridge. Whoop! I've been seen. So I made it. Are they gonna allow me? Looks like they are. Yay! Oh, they burned the bodies.
ユナはおらぬな。だがこの者ら、ひとところに集められたのか。
Thank you. I appreciate that. I've just seen your picture. Zero dropped frames, bro. That's really good. Really good news, young man.
傷はないが。
Yeah, it looks all good. Everything is coming up Millhouse for this stream. Wait, am I supposed to be going this way? Manga, bruv. While you have no enemies, you can regain your health.
鳥かぶとだ。
Oh, they were poisoned as well.
猛虎も毒の作り方を学んだ。これが因果応報か。毒を食らったか。吹雪に紛れれば。
Come on, Yuna coming in clutch twice. Imagine owing someone your life 2 times. And you can't even pay it back once.
"生きておるとは、もうこの毒矢を食らってしまった。
誰が教えたの？
わからねえ。だが作り方を知られたようだ。
奴ら金の連中で試したんだ。あの村が焼かれる前、血だまりの中で死んでる家族を見た。
Let's not take a moment to think about what that would look like. But that is deep.
撃つことだ。
あいつは海岸の砦に兵を集めてる。泉の港だ。
その近くに護衛を敷きたい。
調べてみるよ。兵具はつづらの中。
Oh, she's got my sword and shit. Someone's about to get sliced up. Again, yeah, bearing in mind, yeah, the little bit I learned about the time of Japanese history that this is happening. Basically, what's happened is the Mongols have basically, I think we read it in one of the last streams, the Mongols have taken over Korea, and or at least they've pressed on Korea. I guess Korea back then was unified and we didn't have the same north-south divide. The empire basically was understood the threat of the Mongols, but it's this, on a map, Korea is here. Like, imagine it's in this space here, and then there's, all right, I'm not doing a good job of explaining what I'm saying. Japan is to the southeast of Korea, and it kind of just goes up along the side of Korea. The island of Tsushima is the island between Korea and Japan. So this is the strategic base. If the cousin can go and like sort of make sense out of why the Japanese aren't acquiescing to them, and if they don't want to acquiesce, conquer them, or at least make their staging base Tsushima Island, then it will be easier for them to flood Tsushima Island to then have a good staging base for Japan. So I guess him moving back to Izumi Island, he must be able to sense the pressure. We'll look at where it is on the map, but yeah, that's just a bit more context about where we are. Let's change the drip. This is more so what I'm on, this kind of drip. But I think when you upgrade it, it looks a bit less homeless than that. Yeah, let's do this one. Come on. Come on. Meet you not near the lookout. We're going to take a break in about 5 minutes. I want to use the toilet, have a quick puff, and then we'll be back. We're in Act 3 now, though. We actually made it. How are you guys all feeling? How are we going to grow the stream? We need to get to 17 million subscribers. Man said, get the horses. I should... Nah, she doesn't know. I don't even think this horse is worse than Sora, innit? But like, it's not Sora, innit? So we're not winning. This guy's mad sympathetic to the uncle. I hear that, but he's older. He should know better. Exactly, you know.
幾度も証明してきたよ。ハーンを殺して猛虎を追い返せば志村様は許してくれるかな。叔父上の許しは無用だ。こうなったこと悔やんでない？いずれにせよ許されたとて俺は変わらん。私のせいだと思われてる。 俺が選んだ道だ。いかなる始末になろうと悔いはない。たとえ罪人と呼ばれようとも。
He can't call me a traitor, boss man, because I'm not snaking it. I'm actually doing what needs to be done. That pisses me off, mate. Yeah. I should take him out from here. I'm a sniper, do you get me? I'm not wasting my sword on you guys. Yuna's cool. Look at her just chilling up there. Looking all cool, scouting for us. These guys are easy, fam. Yuna stays falling, you know, she is alright. See what I'm saying, man? All right. We got there. The camera I'm using is called a Canon XA25. Most cameras look a lot better when you use good lighting. That's why it looks better than it usually does. But it's the same camera I always use. So, yeah, it's just because I've got a fill light, and a key light. I've got another light like in the corner right here, but I'm not using that. So, but yeah, I updated the firmware in my camera on Monday, because one of the best things you can do is have all of your ecosystem on the latest updates, if possible. These are things I'm only learning now through the job that I'm doing, because we're dealing with a lot of that, and the team are great, and they're sort of allow me to learn along watching them. But having all of these things updated really helps. And yeah, since I started, we can do a standoff. Nah. Let's hit them with some kunais. Yeah, I updated my camera, and it just feels like it works a lot better for some reason. Let's get rid of some of these big boys. Amazing. How's your streams been going, Glow Joey? I've been missing them, but it's just because I'm not online at the same time. I need those direct notifications, mate. Imagine that. You thought you would die as a prisoner. That's sad, man.
猛虎もいないし、壁も頑丈。ここなら安全だ。ジン、志村様のこと気になる？
俺が望んだことだ。ハーンは叔父上との戦で武士勢を破る術を知った。
What camera are you using?
だが我らを防ぐ術は知らん。
鷹の仇、取ってやろう。
皆の仇だ。
For Taka, yeah, for everyone, not just for your brother, mate. As much as we rate him, free Taka, he's dead. Free him from death. But cool. Let's take a break. I'm gonna go use the toilet. But we've leveled up. We're in Act 3. When we come back from the break, what we're gonna do is watch the Ghost of Yote. Tomo is somebody we're hunting in this game. Tomo is on our list, mate. But Ghost of Yote, we'll watch that when we get back. And yeah, we will be back in 10 minutes. Get a refresher, get something to eat. I'm in the chat, so feel free to like message me. And it's not embarrassing that you use your webcam. That's where we start. We all start in the same place. You use what you have, and then we just take it from there. I'm still listening to the tune in my head. Are you guys still listening to the tune in your head? Let's play it. I can add it as a layer. How are you guys enjoying the stream? Where is it? How's this sound? Can you still hear it over my voice though? Or is it just a bit low? Whoop. Start it again. Yeah. Hope that audio is working. I don't have to read it correctly for myself, but we live. That's cat. I just turned it down. Hope this sounds much better. Let's see. Anyway, the music being in the back is not part of this. I'm happy that you guys have joined me again. Like I said, this is part 2 of whatever the stream was. We just took a quick break. It's 2025. The main thing that we have to do this year is get organized. That's it. Get better organized. Small steps. Don't try to do a million things at once. And I say that as a hypocrite still. Somebody let me know if you're in the chat, and if I'm rambling, I know you're there. Anyway, so it's 2025. We already know it's been hard in life and in the world, but we have to be more organized, and we have to believe in ourselves 10 times more than we did last year to achieve them goals that we know that we are the only people that can achieve them, because there are goals and there are desires in it. So let's move with new energy in this year, more confidence, more clarity, more focus, more discipline. And again, whenever I say any of this stuff, I'm mainly talking to myself. And just, we gotta know that we can get to it, but we just have to sort of chisel out and refocus, or at least obtain a focused vision of what it is that we're trying to achieve. I know certain things that I'm trying to get better with, which is easy, the stream being one of them. We're going to be doing 1 a week. I have 2 people lined up to, and I'm not going to say their names because it's not really that organized yet, but I have 2 people lined up. One is a DOP and one is a lighting specialist, and they're going to come on and they're going to speak to us about lighting and what being a DOP is. And it's going to be quite interesting. We're going to try and work on a bit of a curriculum, just so that we're not moving at a pace that's unnecessary, because it's a mix of 2 things. I'm here to talk to you and try to explain these things to you in a way that isn't the same as what I would do when I'm at work. When I'm at work, it's just, and the same as it would be for any of you here, it's when it's about the work, it's high level chat. You're almost talking in a code. The aim of these streams, and tell me if you can hear me over the music, please let me know, because I'm kind of enjoying talking over it. When you're at work, you talk in this high level language where everything has a stipulative definition that you both understand, or you understand alongside the people in your team who you're sort of moving and conversing with, or being a team member with. But when I'm speaking to you guys and I start rambling about something too technical, you're not really going to understand it. So the aim is to bridge the gap between the two. And I'm hoping those two people, when they do come on, are going to be able to help us have a better understanding. Because think about it like this. I don't do what they do, so I'm in the same position as you when it comes to learning. I may know a little bit more from a top-down level because I enjoy understanding how teams work. So you need to know what members of a team do you need to make a certain type of endeavor be successful. So I've heard of a DOP before, and I know their function in certain environments, but we're going to have one to tell you from their own perspective and also share the types of things that they wish they knew when entering this industry. Because again, I'm obviously only speaking to my own audience, but I'm speaking from my own perspective. And the people who I work alongside, we're all coming from the same place. And there's not necessarily a lot of people like us in the industry en masse. So we're also carving out our own sort of community and way of learning. So we're going to start super basic and we're going to work our way up. But that's another thing we're going to do in the year. So as the stream builds, because again, just to let you know, what we were talking about was the goals for the year and things we're trying to achieve. As this stream gets better and grows, we're just going to move out and to do different things. We've started simple with games. We've done a bit of talking about things like workflows. You can check my LinkedIn. You can check the Fighter Spirit LinkedIn, and you can check my personal LinkedIn, Joshua Roberts. You'll find me on there. You'll see my work history. If you want to hire me, hit me up on there. But I posted at the beginning of the week about a workflow, and it was the workflow that we're using to execute this job. The one that I have planned for next week, because I'm going to be aiming to do one a week, because these are small educational pieces, is about podcasts. And I see a lot of podcasts. One of my, I would say he's one of my oldest. He's doing a podcast right now. He's getting quite big, and I rate it because I can see his character development in real time. And I've always thought he's like a super intelligent guy, and we think very similarly, maybe because there could be a million reasons why we do, but we literally sort of like grew up together in the same estate, and they do their podcast, but they're not releasing them live. And the workflow explains how you would execute a podcast and shoot it like a multicam, so you're getting the edit done by the end of the shoot, but also giving you the ability to live stream it. But the thing about that, and I was kind of writing a little bit about this because I want to start a small blog, or I'm just going to make a video about it. Not everything should be live streamed. But if you have a good reason to live stream something, you should make it a good opportunity, because it takes a lot of plates that you have to spin. But if you had a Sinners podcast X Facts Only X Receipts podcast X ZZ Mills, and you had all of those people in a room, you have to do that live. You literally would be missing out on, not even necessarily, because you can make content after, innit? You're missing out on the fact that this is happening in real time and nobody can escape. In an edit, you can hide stuff. You can escape. The amount of stuff that you guys don't know that goes on that doesn't hit the edit room floor, or whatever the term is, you wouldn't believe. Like, do you get me? Like, there's so much stuff that happens that you just never see, and it never is spoken about ever again. But when you do something live, there's none of that in it. And that's the reason. Obviously, I'm live centered. My focus is on being and doing live. But the reason why I'm bringing up, make sure any live that you do has a good reason and purpose, is because not every live needs to happen, innit? And all the texts that I chat to that are my brethrens now, because I'm so blessed to have worked with a lot of the people that I worked with, but we all know that some things should just not be live. You can use the live workflow to record something and to package it in a way that makes it look live, because you can also, like, shooting something live is different from catching a BTS. Do you get me? when you're trying to catch a BTS, you're picking shots, you're trying to pick best moments, you're trying to frame let's say 2-minute video to give you an overview. But when you're doing something live, you're trying to create a narrative in real time so that the audience that's watching it really understands what's going on and they're able to interact with it, because that's the benefit of live streaming. You're not only watching it live, you have the ability to interact with it live. Am I getting too deep? Is this boring? Anyway, that's why we're here. Who cares if it is? But not everything should be done live. But podcasters should take advantage of the ability to live stream things easily, because I think even from like a super basic efficiency perspective, whenever I go on set and I see a team not using something like an A10 Mini Pro ISO to get a mix down, or at least ISO recordings of all their cameras as opposed and mixing it on the spot, even just as a rough edit, I think they're missing out. An A10 Mini Pro ISO, big up Blackmagic, sponsor me, is that $3. It's not expensive. Again, you need to know how to use these things and the function for these things, and I'm just viewing it as a way to be more efficient. It's not necessary. It's easy to take free SD cards. When you've recorded something well, it's easy to take free SD cards, plop them in and do a multicam edit. But what if the multicam edit was done by the time you left, and then like you're not faffing around doing an edit? Again, like spend a lot of the time making sure that it looks the way you want it to look. But people are missing out and not doing it. And I think they're missing out on taking advantage of the way people move these days by not doing some things live and just leaving it for the edit. I think that's a miss. So the one that's coming out next week is about podcasts. It's taking me a long time to sort of like make it because I'm moving slow and I've just come back to work. 90s baby, it's a very good way to interact with audience directly, for sure. 90s baby. Do you know the other one that I would say? Yes, Chris. Yes, boss man. Chris Can Snipe is also going to be coming on the stream to teach us a few things, but I'll say this, I'm going to prep us for him because I'm learning from him in real time as we speak. So it's a bit heavy in it. So we need to be inducted. So there's going to be things that we're going to have to learn first, but we're going to bring Chris on at some point, and I'm really looking forward to working with him throughout the year because he's just got a brilliant mind for it and he knows what he's doing, which is rare these days. But yeah, that's upcoming as well. So big up you, Chris. Big up you, trust me. The other one, Moggs is on a podcast, and I'm pretty sure it comes on every morning. I can't remember what it's called, but that's a good one because it's kind of like the early morning radio thing. And it's like, now when you're live streaming, you have your phone plugged into your whip. It's the same as turning on the radio. People turn on the radio because of a habit. You can change your habit. You can go to YouTube Prime, like and subscribe. But my point being is that audience, they kind of, like, especially because everybody wants to know everything now. If you can give it to them now, and you can also give them a way to say, well, like, I don't like this live, and you can say back to them, shut up, big man, live, interaction, like clicks, likes. I mean, I think that's all cringe, but that's what we're dealing with. You want to maximize on it. And I think, I mean, it's also a good way to understand what you're doing, because one of the aims of this is I want to make more money in life. Yes, I hear that. But I also want more people to be educated, because two things. You'd have to have a specific aptitude to want to do live streaming, event management and technical production, like voluntarily anyway. So I'm not like shook that I'm going to share this knowledge and somebody's going to want to do this. People don't want to do this, I promise you. It's just because we enjoy it and it just suits our brain that we do this, innit? But at the same time, disseminating the information, because technology we have that out here at the moment makes everything so much easier to do, more people should know. For me, one of my incentives for this is there's more chaos. The more the more people that are using the internet in intelligent ways, using live streaming, using their voice to get things out there, is the more that is out there. Like, there is more chaos, which is fun because more random things happen. And I don't mean chaos in a negative way. I don't want negative things to happen. But I mean, there's more out there. You see more creative things, and within, like, let's say music, for example, there's nothing like life. And yeah, the more tools we have, the more we understand the tools and different ways to use them, the more we can contribute to that chaos, which is more content and newer ideas and more creative and fun stuff. So again, the aim is 1 stream a week, 1 workflow a week. What else are we trying to do? Yeah, well, I mean, I think it was live because I feel like I was catching it in the morning when it was happening, and I'm not really gonna watch most things in the morning, but I'm pretty sure it does come on. I haven't seen it recently. I'll have to get my phone and figure out what it is. You man got me on some inspired diatribe right now. Yeah, I can't remember. I really want to remember what it's called now. But yeah, it's a good thing to do. Again, it's hard because being that sort of organized, like, I don't know if they're making money off it. Do you get me? So the incentive, bro, like, I love you, all you man in the chat, but I'm not coming out my house for free. Do you get me? Like, there would have to be a really good reason, especially if what we're going to do I could do from home. Like, so I'm not sure what the reason is that they're doing it, but I know, or not necessarily that. I understand why people wouldn't do it, because being organized every morning, there has to be some business sense to it. Do you know what I mean? There has to be more going on. But with things like vMix, with things like Teams, StreamYard, you can actually do shows, podcasts and stuff over cloud, and you're good to go. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so we're gonna spread information, spread education. People aren't gonna do this if they still may not get it, even if you explain it to them, and it may just be something fun that they hear about. So yeah, we're just gonna put stuff out there, and we're aiming to work more with people and educate more of the younger dons so that they can look after us when we're old. But yeah, that's what I'm on. That's all I can think of right now, to be honest. What I did say though is we were gonna watch the Ghost of Yote trailer, so I've got that lined up, and let's check that out.
We are beyond the edge of Japan. People come north to disappear. But you,
Mount Fuji.
you are hunting.
Never mind.
And now, every Ronin here is after you. Still think you're the hunter? It's a cowboy.
is that's like the OK Corral. Like, are we doing a cowboy thing? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, no, I rate that stuff. I rate it. Yeah, the graphics for this look like proper crazy. Shout out Blue Eye Samurai. Yeah, big up themselves still. Big up Ghost of Yote. I respect it. Now we can get back to the game. Chris, what do you think of the stream strength? It looks quite good, right? Let's listen to the game audio. Do you get me? As it should be. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't totally fuck with the guitar over that Ghost of Yote, because it's Japan, bro. In the 1500s. So why is there a guitar? Okay, so if we're looking at this map here, this is like the waters are basically, there's water around these islands, as there usually is, because that's how you distinguish an island. But on the left are the shores of South Korea, and on the right is Japan's mainland. So think about that when we're thinking about this. Is the through line, or if they want to make sure, if they want to invade Japan successfully, they need to get Tsushima. So this is the strategic reason why them being there makes any sense at all. Go and look on Google Maps yourself. Tsushima is a real place.
近江から上野岳の砦に続く古道があるんだ。だけど猛虎に陣取られてる。シラスにも味方が欲しいね。佐護山に狩人の集団がいる。頭はたけし。
友なのか。
Has anybody ever beat Takeshi's castle? Because when you get to the mountain at the end, yeah, and you're trying to run up, I don't think I've seen anybody beat that. Like at the fully end. I didn't even think that's the end, is it? You have to fight the Daleks at the end, right? The mute button for my microphone is too far away. It's under my desk. I need a horse, mate. There we go. Does this horse even have a name? Alright, chat, we gotta name the horse. What's the name of the horse? I'm not creative, you know. I swear down. It's 50-50. Guys need to get voted, mate. Think about it. If it goes to Glorp, yeah, you have to look this horse in the face. This is our horse now. Whatever horse we get is Glorp or Brian. I like Brian though. Brian is a stellar name. We're going in as straight a line as we can. If we have to ride through the enemy, we will. We're not fighting anyone. We're on a journey. %67% are saying Brian. Brian's a good name for a horse, you know. I mean, if there ever was an efficient name, it was Brian. What's Brian short for? Brian must be short for something, so don't even argue with me. Don't question it. Yeah, exactly. A strong horse name. Brian the Horse. You know he's about his business. Sounds like he works in horse HR. Are you chasing me? No, you don't want it. Come on, Brian. Those enemies really thought we were going to stick around. Nah, man, we'll come back for you later still. We're going to clean up the island. When we're doing like a boring... Once we finish the story and it's like a Saturday and there's nothing going on and we're just doing a chill stream, like working on some other stuff to uplift the stream. Because what I want to start doing... Ooh, there's a bear. No, no, we're not getting distracted. What I'm going to start doing, I'm going to, if anybody wants to do a stream, I'm going to start streaming, but I'm going to build my stream live. So I'm just going to be working through the technical things, trying stuff out, running tests. We're going to do that all live. So you'll be able to join the test YouTubes that I'm making so we can test different codecs and just try different stuff. But if you want to jump on and work on your own stream at the same time, feel free. I think that would be a good opportunity. But at those times when we're trying to push things or just try new stuff, we'll probably just do the little cleanup of this game at the same time. Because right now, I want to beat the game and make sure in February, which is a short month, so I'm not 100% saying we'll finish Resident Evil 2 in that month. But it will be good to start a new game then. Because I've beat this. This is... I hear it, but... Nah. I want to free Japan, man. I don't want this on my chest anymore. I mean, I think it's good because as much as I know stuff, like the guys that I'm working with, they know like stuff too, and there's loads of stuff I don't know. So I don't want to like. I finished today at around 6:30, and I didn't really have time. So when I to build the stream in the way that I want, but I'm not really ever finding time. So what I'm gonna have to do is just make it a stream, and it's not like personal information. I'm not gonna like be sharing stream keys and like private stuff or whatever. Okay, let me get off the horse. I'm sure. Oh, there we go. Yeah, but it will be good because I know you're using OBS, Glow Joey, but there's a lot of stuff. I've got OBS on here. We can get it up on screen and just go through stuff. It is trial and error. Like the only time that really matters is when you're actually live. Everything outside of that, it could be you could be on fire. Do you get me? As long as it gets to 7 o'clock when it's live time, and you go live and it looks good, who cares? So we have all that time. Trust me. Hey, listen, if I had a trim, you think I'll be wearing this pussy or fam? Hey, bun you, Mr. Cheese. Okay, what I'm using is vMix. I'll show you what it looks like. So, you can hear me now, right? I just goofed up. I was explaining all of that, and I was making things move and look different, and I goofed up. But we're gonna explain it again properly. You can hear me now, right? Cool, perfect. Alright, I just goofed up. So I'm gonna show you now why OBS and vMix are different. But on vMix, give me a second, let me create the output. Alright, Kieran, you're funny for that though. Arsenal got smoked, yeah. Yeah, no, I see that still. RIP. What was the score in the end? I need to check it out still. Alright, that is pissed. Can you still hear me? Just please confirm in the chat if you can still hear me. 2-0. Do you know what's so mad, yeah? I've got the group chat open here on my other laptop, but I'm trying not to read it still. You're getting cooked. I feel like I saw one message from you or Cam that you can't leave, but yeah, R.I.P. But you can still hear me, yeah? Okay, cool, perfect. So, the program that you're looking at is vMix. It's slightly different from OBS, but it pretty much works in the same way. So this is what OBS looks like. So, because OBS is doing a screen capture as well, which we can get rid of, because I don't need it, you'll see how it looks slightly different to vMix, but it works in the same way. So if you're trying to live stream from home, this is a free piece of software that you can use that will allow you to live stream. So you would add your camera. So if I wanted to add a sort of like a webcam, I would do it in here. Where is it? Using my HD webcam. Boom. So I would choose my webcam, and then I would use whatever other option I would to get my PlayStation in if I was streaming. Because again, you use what you have until you grow. And then I would get my stream key or whatever from YouTube, and I would enter it in here. It effectively works the same way as vMix. vMix is just, I would say, the slightly upper level. I don't even remember, because I wasn't sending audio, I can't remember the reason why I was explaining all of this. That was my goof, because that was actually an impassioned speech. But yeah, it doesn't matter. We can get back to the normal stream. Where is YouTube now? That's funny. Hi, Chris, you're a gooner as well, right?
我らが北から攻めればユナたちが南から乗り込む手はずだ。
ユナも一緒か。なるほど。
砦は崖際にあるな。登って
No, you'd have to get another device. You just have to we haven't named the horse yet. I don't think that part comes up yet, but it looks like it's Brian. It's still 50-50 though, so it could be Glorp.
増えてではない。
No, you can't do that. You just have to unplug it, and unless you bought another device, do you get me? Or you had a mixer, you can't plug both of them in. You could buy something that basically allows you to plug two HDMIs in, and when you press a button, it swaps between the ports. But you might as well just unplug, because you're not going to do both at the same time. So if you had two capture cards, then great, but you couldn't use one capture card to do both at the same time. Does that make sense? Oh, Chris, no, I was saying that you're a gooner as well, innit? Nah, he said that you're a gooner. Alright, bro, don't worry, fam. You know I don't know enough about football to slander anyone. I just know Chris must be hurting too, because he's an Arsenal fan. Who did you lose to, though, man? Have some self-respect. R.I.P. Arsenal Gooners, mate. Gooning, more like. Yeah, you're not gonna use like, and even if it was, you can have your webcam up, so you can just switch over, and like, no one's really gonna care anyway. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't need to be a smooth, slick production. These are personal live streams. You know what I mean? Man, don't fear me. What are you doing? All right. I rushed ahead too quickly. I know right now there's about 50,000 Brian's in Thailand, bro. I can tell you that for free. I did die, bro. I did die. I got mash up, fam. Right on man's front door as well, bro. R.I.P. You know I'm not capping as well. There's a few. There's a few of them in Thailand, bro. I don't know why they didn't let me assassinate him. Free up my dogs.
毒を使うお侍なんて聞いたことがありません。助けていただいた返しようがありません。
礼はいらぬ。それよりもどこで捕まった？
助けを求めて街道を歩いていた。
I'm telling you, bro. Man said it's all stabbing, fam. I ain't even trying to dodge you, bro. I just better have more HP than you.
壊さねばなるまいな。さあ、行け。
I swear that's how I live life, bro. I swear that is such an unrealistic way of getting by, but we're living, fam. You know what I love about being from South? When I leave here, I can go to Mooley's and it's close by. It don't matter where I am. I'm in South. I can eat. Do you get me? Anyway, where's our mission? Brian, come, let's go. That wasn't even Brian. That wasn't even Brian. Nah, we're the ghost, boss man. We're not on this samurai vibes. That's uncle. We are the ghost. Gotta have fun with these guys, mate. Where's the loot? I'm telling you, if you catch anybody off surprise, True. Wow. Ah, I forgot, I got loads of arrows. I'm even like Jackie Chan right now. These men are not ready. I'm missing these shots. See these arrow guys? The arrow guys are the worst, you know, because they're the ones that catch you slipping. that was very reckless. Whoa. I deserved that. I had that coming. Yeah, I had that one coming. I got sloppy, guys. But we're not going to talk about that still. We're just going to do it again. Come on. Collecting. I'm here to collect. Ooh. You just shot your brother for zero reason. Get wrecked. Yeah. Relentless, bro. What? Did I just step into fire or did someone shoot me? Oh, he shot me. I think it's mad, yeah, when you kill animals in games. Like, I proper just think it's wild. Oh, you know he did.
Der Mund bei Startler. Halt! Ready? Bitchadna! Oh!
I literally threw that at nothing. Oh wow. I say it every stream. You see those triangle dons, the spear guys. They're my worst enemy. Come on. Is this even where I'm supposed to be? Or was this a detour? So, my little cousin, who usually joins the streams, he can't join today for whatever reason, he sent me something on Instagram earlier, and I think they're going to remaster the Legends version of this game, and the Legends version is the co-op mode of this game. So we might be streaming that at some point. We wasn't even supposed to be here. And I don't even know if this is Brian. That was an accident. Glow Joey, where are you? Are you still in the chat? What are you trying to stream next, and when's your next stream? You say you're streaming right now. Can you DM me privately the link, please? Fire for that. Man, like, I'll never say this guy is not like Bruce Wayne, fam. Like, I don't even think that's humanly possible, but I hear it. Nah, this is on P4, bro. This is on P4. Okay, year 1 on Stardew Valley. I need to watch that still. I don't know much about Stardew Valley, but...
あそこに射手の多くを置こ
お前ら続け。他の者は崖へ向かえ。
う。俺に気づいた敵を仕留めてくれ。
よし、分かった。気をつけろ。
I didn't even remember what I'm supposed to be doing. See, in these tight spaces, the numbers mean nothing. I've seen 300. I know how this goes. Whoop. Oh, we don't need to be around. Do you know what I do have, which I should use on him? I do have. Yeah, that's what I need. Yeah, need that. Whoop. Let me regroup. Ooh. Yeah, fight your buddy. Let me collect some loot. Take a breather. He's about to kill me. Whoop. Yes, let's release the bear. Oh wait. Shit. Come on. Hey, tell me that wasn't a good shot. We shouldn't have survived that one, but we did, because we're legends, mate. Just gonna release the bear anyway. Follow me, young bear, to battle. This guy's a snake. I freed you, bro. Did you want me? No. Ah, they got rid of the bear. R.I.P. He was moving unproductive though, so I mean, I hear it.
Soれが猛虎だ。木こりは抗ったのだろうな。
Aye, Mr. Trees, watch that interview, Makachev and Demetrius Johnson. It's funny still.
合図したら矢を射ろ。
Brian Bowl. Wow. I got point blanked with an arrow that was on fire.
道を開くよう任された。お主がおると伝えた。お許しになる。南門から聞こえた。様子を見てみよう。ついてこい。ユナ、まさかあいつが？向こうに行かねば橋の様子を見るぞ。
I don't even know if that's the Mandem or not, and I'm just shooting. Yeah, the beef's about to get big because they've just given me loads of supplies. Oh, not too bad. He really hit me with it though. Any arrows left? Imagine, I never even contemplated one time stabbing somebody under their armpit. And this guy is just out here, man, doing it. Ooh, I got saved by the computer just now. I assume I was supposed to be going up here. Oh, maybe not.
南門の仲間に加勢する。来たか。槍川の戦士も一緒だ。 技は戦え。
These man really do have your back though.
どれだけ待たせんのさ。
こっち来ないで。見つかっ
ケンジ、隠れていろ。なぜ門を開けるまで待たなかった。
なんだよ。
酒井様、ちょうどいいところに。
来るなよ、ノリオ。
クロード様に。クロード様。
Man missed 19 times.
さあ、砦を動かすよ。
おのおの方、怪我は。
少しもないわ。
まあ今のところはな。
無事です、酒井様。こんなに寒いだなんて聞いてませんよ。
いずれ慣れるさ。上学に迎えるよう武具を整えておけ。お主、たけしと何があった。
ずっと前のことさ。
Come on.
あ
You
や
gonna
つら
get in it
ただ
with
の狩人
Takeshi,
では
yeah?
なかろう。
My G.
そうとも言うかもね。
砦で道を守るよう頼んだが、ようやく猛虎から逃れた民を襲うような賊であっては困る。
悪さをすれば私が許さない。
たけしはお主に会いたがっておったぞ。
もうあった。早く立とう。
では上学へ向かおう。そこで最後の策を練る。
やっとハーンを殺せるんだね。
Yes. I think that might be a perfect time to stop gaming for the day, you know. I'm definitely down, bro. I'm definitely down, fam. You know, at this point in my life, I just have to be well organized and I can do most things. But I'm definitely there, bro. I am definitely there. I think, I don't know what the next couple weekends are like, but one weekend I am going to spend a lot of time. I'm going to try and spend maybe 3 or 4 hours on stream. Just trying to build the show a bit better. I think we've been on, I don't even know for how long at this point. How long have we been streaming, team? It looks like Glorp won as well. Our horse's name is Glorp. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours, pretty much. And I'm gonna go get some food now. But yeah, it's been a good show, man. Like, it's the first one of the year. Like, we're starting off easy, sort of a test. I'm just happy that we're back in the routine because I did miss a few weeks. I think we missed a month. From number 14, which is all last year, so we're in the past now. We missed like a month's streaming, so we could have been finished this game by now. But yeah, like, we just didn't get to it. But the stream looks much better. The live stream looks nice and crisp, which I'm very happy with. We have a new light, which I'm very thankful for. People have been able to join. We talked some small tech in the beginning. What I might do now is I'm gonna try and show you my LinkedIn so you can see that post that I was talking about. Nobody's really interacting with it, which is totally fine. It is what it is. But sometimes it would be good if that happened. So this is the workflow here. Just because I want to make sure before I leave, we remember why we're here. This image, imagine I'm pointing at the image to you right now, is an example. What is it up here? I'm pointing this way. I don't know. Anyway, this is an image, and that image is of the workflow that we're using today. I didn't end up streaming to Twitch, but it pretty much has all the details on there. And if you ever in the future are going to be live streaming and you wanted to make reference to what platform, depending on where you're streaming to, what they're trying to ingest and what they want to consume, that information is for you in the bottom left, whether it is YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn, whatever. You can do it there, and this just allows you to imagine what it is that we're doing looks like, what the workflow is. So if I gave this image to you, again, this is the start of the year, and by the end of the year, we're all going to be able to understand and implement and create our own workflows. But the hope would be, let's say in a month's time from now, I could give this image to somebody and they would know what to use it for and how to recreate this stream using just the information on this diagram. Because again, it's really simple. The arrows go in the direction of the flow that you want to use. So yeah, that's all this is. You can make reference to it. It's on my LinkedIn. Again, the aim over the next few weeks is to just continue growing the stream, making improvements where we can. I did finish a bit late today, and I didn't have as much time as I would have liked to invest in upstreaming or upscaling the stream. But I'm kind of out of ideas in a lot of ways. There is going to be in the future, I'm going to split it up because I have a few places that I'd like to go with this. And one of them is I always wanted to do a podcast. And again, cringe podcasts, I hear that. But I do want to have an element of that where I can discuss things that I see in the world and online. And then eventually, once we trim the stream, that's just going to go into its own section. So the branding will be slightly different. Because I kind of just want to keep the same Cancel Club podcast thing that I had before. It will all be under Fighter Spirit because I'm ready to accept who I am and what comes with being me. So I don't need to try and like disassociate it from myself. It's all going to be under the House of Fighter Spirit Media, but hopefully with that platform we'll be able to have interesting conversations with people about sort of topics of today, not necessarily to make decisions about these things, but to just be more informed and have good cross-pollination of ideas. So that's going to be one wing that we're going to grow to. What else are we going to do? Gaming stream's going to continue. Again, we're going to finish Ghost of Tsushima this month. I'm going to be with my boy AJ Yo Gotti next month, and we're going to be doing Resident Evil 2. So I'm not going to put the poll out that I was going to. I was going to say, is it God of War Ragnarok? If you look on my Instagram, that was the question for week 4. But we're not going to do that anymore because it is going to be Resident Evil 2. The poll will be something else. Honestly, the reason why I want to do those polls is for interaction, because I need to use the tools on the platforms that I'm streaming to if I do expect to get more out of them. But again, not all my ideas are necessarily the most creative. One of the things I like just being on here doing is talking. So we're going to be doing more of that. So we have the podcast wing, we have the technical wing, we have the gaming wing. We're going to have hopefully music in the future, and that's just going to be more so me exhibiting people that I know or music that I like or whatever. And that's going to be like, we're going to be cutting from this room to another room, and it's just going to be a DJ set, or we're just going to be uploading music stuff. This year is going to be full of creation. If you have ideas and you want to flesh them out and you want to work on them, this is the place that you should come to, because we're going to be able to work out those ideas. Not everything you have to pay for. Some things you do, obviously, but this is a training ground for us to refine our ideas, refine our skills, refine our understanding, just create a little community and grow, man. Like, I don't even need to say much more than that, to be honest. It's been a good stream today. I'm thankful for everybody that's joined me again after the new year, and I'm just looking forward to seeing where this grows to. The setup isn't complete yet, so I'd love to be looking at the camera a bit more. I've got 2 screens here, and I'm trying to work out what the best, most polished way to do this is. But if you have any ideas, if you have any ideas of people I should collaborate with or things that I should talk about, let me know. I'll try to make videos on them. And yeah, this year, content creation, you get me. So again, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. We didn't get to talk about the book of the week this week, which I could tell you what it was. But that's cool. We can leave that for next week. I'll give you a little brief idea of what it was going to look like. The book of the week is actually a comic, and it is Batman Killing Time. So in this story, this is the brief overview. We have a few main characters, obviously Batman, but the plot basically revolves around, and I'm not going to give a major spoiler, Catwoman and the Riddler have basically robbed Batman, and they've basically double-crossed the Penguin to do so. So now the Penguin has sent in somebody called the Help. The Help character is the reason why I'm reading this comic. So I'll just make that very clear. The reason why I'm reading this comic is because of the character called the Help. And if we look on the screen, you guess you can see it now. The person who is basically right next to the clock at the bottom is the Help. He is who the Penguin called in when he needed to get these things sorted, because obviously the Riddler and Catwoman have double-crossed him. But this story is about finding out what Batman is trying to protect, but it's also how he handles things in his early years. So this is young Batman. This is Batman maybe 3 or 4 years into being the man himself. Now saying that the Help is here, I've got another comment. Let me see if I can find it. Is actually my introduction. So I was reading that comic. It made reference, as you know, as comics do. They say, okay, if you want to see, you can make reference to this comic, and that's how I found out about it. Essentially, let me see if I can find it. Are you reading anything? If you are, please tell me. I'd love to hear about it. Another thing I'm reading at the moment is called The Preacher. The Preacher, from my understanding, is the same. So, Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon also worked. Chaos. They also worked not on these, the early Hellblazer. So Hellblazer's like 1 through 3 from however many years ago. Let me fix my office again. But that's the reason, the inspiration. They're quite the same. Part of the same world. Constantine, Hellblazer, and The Preacher. Legends. Very, very interesting read. I'm not too far into it, as you can see. But we're getting there. Hold on, please. Excuse me. This is something interesting. One of my good friends, he made a game, and it's a card game. We'll play this on stream one day when I have 4 people with me in person. So we'll play this game, we'll explain it. It's more for kids understanding phonics, but I played it with him in Borough Market last week, something like that, when he was over from Taiwan, and it's a good game. So yeah, we'll get into that. But again, what I'm looking for is a Penguin run that's come out. I haven't finished it yet. I think I'm missing 2 or 3 issues. I think I've got about 8 or 9 of them. But that's where I'm having the help from. But you can see from the front cover of the issue that he's on with his introduction, he's just a menace. Here we are. Penguin, the return of the help. So this happens after Killing Time. So when I saw this and I read this issue, because this really shows why the Penguin is a menace. Like, this guy, you don't want as an enemy. Again, you don't want enemies in life anyway. But again, this story shows why the Penguin is not to be messed with. But even more so, the help. And the help shows up in Killing Time. It's a very interesting story. We'll have a bit of more thorough breakdown next week, because again, like I said, I didn't get to it. I wasn't able to get to it this week. But that's fine. We have streamed for quite a long time. So again, I appreciate you all for coming. And I'm just looking forward to next week. We've got it all planned out. What I'm aiming to do now is to just slowly polish, slowly grow. Why? And yeah, that's it, man. Again, I appreciate you all for coming. If you do have any advice on things to improve, things that I should do, things that you want to see, DM me, let me know. Please share the clips when I put them up. Like and subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, man, I appreciate you all for coming. Love.